Hey there, guys. Alright, now this is the video that everyone has that a couple have requested for the Tristar update. What we're going to be taking a look at today is Tristar's Panzer 38T Model EF, Tristar's German Flak Panzer 1A with ammo trailer, and Tristar's German 20mm Flak 38 figure set. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figures first. Go ahead and knock them out of the way. Alright, well, straight off the bat, really nice artwork. The box art's very, very, very nice on just about all of Tristar's, just on all of their kits. There we are. Go ahead and see it there. Okay, the box, it consists of actual pictures of the figures themselves done, which is really nice to see. I really like mini art, they just like to do illustrations, but it's really nice to see the actual figures done up. Alright, just on the box alone, seeing their figures, it looks like there's a nice amount of details. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. And this kit is from 2004. I couldn't find much on Tristar, really the company itself. I did hear they did go out of business, from what I hear. So basically what is out there Tristar-wise is pretty much all that's out there Tristar-wise. So let's go ahead and put that there. Let's get something so we can see everything. At least decently. Now here we are. Always when I need something, you can't find it. Oh, wait. Okay. Take a look inside. Alright, this first sprue, there comes with two sprues. This first one are the two gentlemen that are using the ammo crates. Go ahead and feed the gun. Let's go and get a little bit closer to the light. Okay. See some of the faces there. They look like they have really nice facial features. Hands themselves don't look too bad. So not much cleanup work that I can see. There will be possibly some trouble with the helmets, just judging by how they're molded. But shouldn't be too bad. Let's go and take a look at the other guy. There we are. The insignia is molded on there real nice. It looks very neat. Look, they should go together really well. Is there? Alright, well, good impression so far. Let's go and take a look at the other one. Now this is the, for lack of knowing what he is, let's just say the NCO and the two operating figures. Face there. I believe this is the figure that's operating the gun itself. And this is the loader. I really, really like the detail that's on the actual uniforms. Look really, really nice. There's some cleanup work you can kind of see on the, just from the molding, but that shouldn't be too bad at all. Then we have the NCO. Really nice face. Let's go and take a look at the front of him. Really nicely molded breast pockets. Not quite sure he only is molded with one leg though. I mean, with one calf. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, whatever floats your boat. Well, alright. Well, just so far, just from Tristar's figures, taking a look at what they consist of, I'm actually rather impressed with them, judging by from what I read on the company. Also, not only are they not around anymore, but I hear their kits are extremely complicated. I've also heard from one of the modelers that's in my local modeling club that does reviews for, I think it's Armor Magazine or one of the model magazines that strictly focuses on armor. He said he built one of these. He built the Panzer IV, I believe the same Panzer IV that Hammerbarkus just recently did a review on. So if you'd like to see Tristar's Panzer IV, it's one of his recent videos that he just posted. If you're interested, by all means, I believe it's a Panzer IV-B with the infantry support. Infantry support, so the short snub nose barrel. All right, well those are for the figures. There's not much to really say about them. Like I said, this is my first time looking at them. For anybody that hasn't seen any figures before, your guess on them is just as good as mine. Well, that's the figures for now. Rather impressed with them. And now, let's go ahead and take a look at the Flak Panzer I. Now, one thing I could say right off the bat with Mini Arts vehicles, the box itself, also Hammerbarkus also mentioned this, the box it's heavy for such a small vehicle. It is rather heavy. Now, one thing I do like about Tristar's packaging for their kits, if the box will cooperate, is that it's packed. I mean, it is packed. This is everything, and it fits. I mean, it's a snug fit. Everything is packaged nicely. The instruction sheet, every sprue inside has its own bag, so everything is well protected. It's nice and tight. Nothing is damaged. Took a quick look inside of this earlier. Really, really impressed with how they package these package their vehicles. But right off the bat, let's just go ahead and start with the instruction sheet. Let's not damage the T-34. Move this over. Alright. I'll show up the instruction sheet, brief history, sprue map, and it looks like we're going to be using everything. Just about everything. Excuse me. Just about everything for the vehicle. Let's take a look here. Let's see, decals. Does come with photo etch. Put them inside. Starting off with the gun. Well, instruction-wise, it looks rather simple. Seems to go together pretty nice. Everything's nicely illustrated piece by piece. See here. Also includes an engine. It's nice to see. We do a lot of work with that. Engine and a partial interior. Oh, it looks rather neat here. To get all this. One thing that I'm not very fond of is that the hull itself the lower hull is in 3 pieces. I know Zvezda does this. I haven't had many trouble with I haven't had much trouble with this. Zvezda does this, and I believe I want to say Trumpeter did it with one of the KVs I built, but I'm not gonna say that yet. You didn't hear it from me, so I'm not quite sure. But once the internal of the superstructure is built, it should go together actually rather nice, since there is a partial interior. So you can go ahead and correct the fit issue, especially with the, I'm going to say, the firewall. Not sure what it is. Right here, and then we go ahead and move up to the upper hull. And then the suspension. And the suspension of the lower hull, plus the wheels. Which is odd, because it's usually always, just about every kit, road wheels and suspension first, then the rest of it. But I guess here we're doing from internals outward. Once the structure is complete, then we just go ahead and have a mass map of all the tools. Tons of tools. Plenty of options here. And then lastly, the ammo trailer. That's pretty nice. The kit is in total 14 steps with everything, so it looks rather simple. It's really nicely illustrated. Pieces are nicely laid out, no small areas. It'll show all the pieces that you need for the assembly. then it'll show where you would place them all, which is really nice, especially with all the side boxes showing for pre-assembly. And unfortunately, it only comes with 2 painting and marking options, both from Flak Battalions. Flak Battalion 614, 2nd Company, 1st Platoon for the second one, and just 3rd Company for the first marking option. Alright, well that's... And we have painting guide for Tamiya, Mr. Color, and Mr. Color, Hobby Color. So we only have 2 of them there. Tamiya is usually one that's usually never on the charts, but it's nice to go ahead and see that for this. That's what we got so far for the instruction sheet. I'm just going to go ahead and do just quick run-throughs of the tanks. I don't want to stretch this video out too far, but really nice detail so far. The structure itself, nice riveting detail. Really like to see that. This is the 20mm. At the base for the 20mm. The gun itself. There we go. Elevation, magazines, base. Really nice so far. Now we have the hull and the 2 side pieces of the lower hull. Once again, nice riveting detail. Let's take a look here. Alright, this looks like the floor of the lower hull. Yeah. Some chairs and the drivetrain sprockets. The ammo trailers all in one sprue. From here, nice. We have here. Now this is one thing about Tristar. There are on some of their kits there are conversions for them. Like for instance, this is a Flak Panzer I, but yet it'll come so you can actually make just a Panzer I. It does come with the Panzer I turret. So I'm guessing you can convert this kit into a Panzer I. Not sure, it might not actually come with all of the parts, but once I go ahead and build this vehicle, because it didn't say anything about doing, hey, you have this option. It doesn't say anything about it. Well, let's go ahead and take a look more into that as we build it. There were no parts in the instructions that said it, so really this almost looks like as if it's a worthless sprue at this point. But we'll go ahead and see how it is when we build it. This is the top of the superstructure for the Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer variation. We have the rear of the vehicle there. The front of the superstructure. I apologize for the light. Okay, we have the gun shields. Gun shields. The road wheels and drive wheel. Very nice. What do we have here? Not quite sure. Some clear parts. Lovely sprues with tracks. Gotta love these. Ah, and the suspension. There we are. Alright. And the photo etch and the decals. In the Panzer 38, I'll do a quick little review on the decals. I open those inside. Alright, to start, this is the Flak Panzer I by Tristar. Please leave what you think in the comments. This is my first time opening up this kit and really taking a good look at it. So please, your thoughts are probably just as good as mine, probably the same. Let's go ahead and somewhat pack this all together. Hope I can do it as nicely as it was. Okay, it's just about right. Instruction sheet. Everything fits just right in these boxes. Just nice. There's no moving around between kits. Like I said, give it a good shake. No trouble at all. No worry for damaging. Alright, well, that was the Flak Panzer 1, and let's go ahead and do, since the camera itself is giving me the middle finger saying that it wants to die soon. So let's go ahead and do a quick review on the Panzer 38. But this is my favorite vehicle, one of my favorite vehicles of the war, which is the reason why I just had to buy the kit. I'd really like to take a look at Dragon's version of this vehicle. Hallmark Barkas did build Dragon's version of this. If you're interested in taking a look at that, definitely go on his channel and take a look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Our bat tracks, clear parts. Do a quick run by. Oh, wait, actually, open these up. And the nice tools. The hull, real nice riveting detail. One of the key features of this tank, one of its well-known features, is due to the riveting. So really nice to see, nice detail on that. It said that this vehicle, although being probably the best light/medium vehicle on the battlefield in the beginning of the Second World War, just real quick, it does come with 2 figures. Seem to be 2 officers. The best light vehicles at the beginning of the Second World War. Its key feature, its well-known feature being the rivets, was actually one of its downfalls. The early model of this Czech vehicle was actually, it had very thin armor, and a lot of them were being disabled just by ricochet shots. And also, real quick, just to point out, the road wheels and the rubber rim are 2 separate pieces, which is nice. Oh, I get some really nice painting on that without masking. And as I was saying, if the tank was struck and the round just ricocheted off, it would dislodge the rivets and they would bounce around inside the crew compartment and incapacitate or kill the crew. So it was just as dangerous for the crew as it was for the enemy. Some more riveting detail for the lower hull and the lower and upper parts of the turret. Some more of the side panel pieces. Instruction sheet, just like in the Flak Panzer 1. Some nice illustrations. It does seem just a tad complicated, but with some nice slow building, I think, so go ahead and put this together really nice. One thing I do really like about it is, especially this kit, is it comes with a ton of marking options, mainly all from in the Crimea region of 1942. So really nice, tons of options here. And as I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This camera is about to die. The decal sheet, if you can go ahead and see it from the glare, the film is just to the very edge of the decal. So these look very, very nice in my opinion. Really like how the film is. The decals look very solid. They seem to be exact replicas of Cartograph, although they were not produced by Cartograph. Actually, well, hold on a second. Well, there we go. I was corrected. These are Cartograph decals. So all Tristar kits come with Cartograph decals. Another plus for these kits. The film, although for some reason it looks a bit different from the traditional Cartograph that comes with Dragon kits. They seem to be more precise, if you will. But anyways, really nice decals. I recommend this kit. I do hear they are a bit complicated, but like a Dragon Smart kit isn't at some points. And who knows, I haven't read anything on mislabeling, so these could just be right up there with the Dragon kits. I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't go ahead and throw that out there yet, but I'd like to go ahead and hear everyone's opinion on it. Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoyed this quick review on the entire Tristar line, from their figures and 2 of their most produced vehicles that they have. They have a ton of Panzer 38s and Panzer 1s. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review on these three kits. And until then, sorry for the length of the video, but be good, and I'll see you on the battlefield.